Hey, what's up, guys? Agent WD40 here. Uh, I don't know. I ain't done no alien videos in a while because, well, in a few days, a week or something, because, you know, there's just everybody and their mom, their dog, their grandma, and their granny is out there making videos on this alien crap. And you know what annoys me about it is everybody that's on YouTube, I fucking hate YouTube. I can't even express how much I can't stand YouTube. Everybody that's a YouTuber, it doesn't matter if they're a gamer or what their genre is, they are straight up doing this alien stuff, and they're not even doing anything good to help anybody figure out what's going on. They're always showing these photos of just regular drones or just making up crap or using AI to make their drone, and Twitter's real bad. Here in a little bit, we're gonna take a look at it all because some of these YouTubers, they might be great YouTubers. They may be. They might give out some good information. But some of these are straight up full of crap. We're going to start off with a little bit of news because the government acts like they don't know what's going on. Please. The government knows what's going on. It's their drones. I've heard so many people say that there's crap going around that these aliens are sniffing the planet for gas or something like that. Or the government is. Somebody is. They just won't say who it is. And I've heard some dumb ass theories. And the theories every day are getting steadily worse, worse, and worse. And all these damn YouTubers putting out these alien videos. You got forensic software out there. Most of it's open source and free. Try using it. Hell, use Windows 11's media player to find out if it's an actual drone or an alien. I have yet to see a video, as of right now, that shows there's no sign of an alien anything. This is all drones and it's all man-made stuff. Now, with that being said, let's check out this video of what Senator, what's his name, Booker? I don't call this a spread of fear. And this is why I say it's not a spread of fear like the headline says right here. I live in South Dakota. It's basically North Dakota where I live. I'm like right on the state's edge of South Dakota and North Dakota. Like part of my town's in North Dakota, the rest of the town is in South Dakota. So I'm not right there on the edge. And true, we've had some snow. It's been a little bit cloudy, but there's been some time where the clouds have parted. I ain't seen nothing up north. Nothing. I heard about some kind of drones in Oregon and through Wyoming. Well, all that was crap. See, something you guys got to realize is why is all this hitting the East Coast and down south and not coming up north? Are aliens and the government afraid about of the people up north here? The northern you get, the more nobody buys your bullshit. That's where I'm kind of at with it. Tomorrow I'm going to make a video diagnosing more of these drones as I find them and as people send them to me. So I'm going to take the time here tonight to actually break all them down. But for now, let's hear the news of what these corny ass people got to say. All right, here we go.
Here now is Paul Kenitra, Assemblyman from New Jersey's 10th District, where many of these drones have been spotted. Thank you, sir, for your time this morning. What are we missing here? I mean, they say they're not a threat.
Truth. Because, if it's our government doing, we ain't going to know about it. And if it's just some random YouTuber out there, or lots of YouTubers getting together, they're pulling a hell of a hoax. Nothing more, nothing less. We have yet to see a real alien, have we?
But they don't necessarily know what they are. There's a lot of ambiguity. Why not just pull back the curtain and either take them out of the sky or be more transparent about what exactly we're dealing with?
Because they're not going to. If you know anything about our government and how some of the military goes, they'll send an F-15, F-16, F-22, F-23, and F-32 out there, but instead of using a Sidewinder or something, Tomahawk or something, they'll accidentally load it up with a nuke, and they'll nuke an EMP us at the same time. We can't trust this government, especially considering who's president right now. Supposedly, so Biden's still alive, but But I mean, he's still president. And for you women that's on TikTok, Trump is not president until January 20th. Can you stop going around telling people that what has Trump done since he's been president? Well, he's not president yet. Y'all just dumb.
Look, the reality is the government isn't really coordinating. I can give you a perfect example. Congressman Chris Smith, who represents my district.
Well, that depends on how you look at coordinating. Looks like they're coordinating pretty good. If it's actually government and military pulling off these drones, then I am going to say that they're very well coordinated. But the problem is their coordination stops right there at the East Coast and down south. Because you'll be able to trick people easily down south and on the East Coast. We're not dealing with the smartest people, brightest crayons in a bunch, if you will. But I guarantee you, you bring them drones, I don't give a damn if it's government, Air Force, military, I don't care. You fly them damn things around where I live, you're going to catch an AR-15, M16, 1911, ACP-45. We're going to drop it. And then we're going to have junkyards in our yard, and we'll probably end up selling them for parts. Because that's how we do.
Down in D.C., wrote a letter to the Department of Defense the other day. NORAD responded and said they hadn't heard about the situation.
Well, of course not. I don't even know why we have NORAD. I think NORAD was just made in the 80s basically to, give Hollywood movies a boost. Because it don't seem like NORAD does a lot. They're supposed to track, any kind of aircraft, which, we can do now ourselves, so what's the use of them? Supposed to check missiles, but ain't nobody gonna use a nuclear missile anymore nowadays. We got real good drones that can just, pick you out while you're out on the pooper. So there ain't nobody gonna be using a nuke. Just dumb. It's just dumb. Period. This whole alien drone thing is just stupid. It's just stupid.
Hadn't been brought into the situation. And that shows why we have situations where Naval Weapons Station Earl, which has very sensitive information.
That right there's a satellite. Somebody's got one of them flat earth cameras. I forgot the model number of it. But look at it. I don't even need to zoom in to even see this. This is straight up a satellite that somebody took with their telescope, or I got one hell of a lens to say. Zoom lens. But yeah, this is a satellite all the way around. You can see it right here. It's an old satellite too. It almost looks like it could be a Russian satellite at that. But you can see right here, and then right here is your solar panels where you'd have solar panels out this way. This is an old satellite. This has nothing to do with no damn mothership. This has nothing to do with aliens, drones. This is a damn satellite. But kudos to the photographer who took it, because, hell, I got really nice telescopes myself, and I try to find stuff like this. So, kudos to whoever it is in Suckasana. That don't surprise me. New Jersey, and it's got the word suck in it. There's no surprise there. All right, here we go again.
In it, Picatinny Arsenal and other strategic locations are confirming unmanned aerial drone sightings above their secure facilities. My district had a Coast Guard cutter followed by 12 or 14 drones that the crew confirmed. And then yet the federal government comes out on the other side of the equation and basically says not to worry, there's no concern. And maybe there is no concern because they really don't know anything. But it's the same thing as saying we don't know not to be concerned either.
Right, and it fuels mistrust
Well, the mistrust is coming from a lot of ways, though. And I'm telling you right now, the biggest part of it is, I hate going against Twitter or X, but some of y'all need to calm down. Come out with real information and not this fake AI made up bullshit. And YouTube, you YouTubers out there, just stop it. I've heard some of you guys going off on some really weird theories, and they don't even make sense. I mean, who you trying to convince? A bunch of 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds? A real adult ain't buying what half of these YouTubers are saying, and it's disgusting is what it is. It's just straight up disgusting. As a YouTuber, an influencer, a creator, you're supposed to be better than that. You want to try to be funny and entertainment? take it over to Hollywood or some Netflix or something, some Hulu. Take it to where that fake shit's at. A lot of us out here is trying to find truth of what the hell's really going on. A lot of you YouTubers, you're fake as fuck. And I'll call you out any day of the week of it.
If they aren't willing to at least show that they're coordinating better and provide some answers.
That's exactly right. And look, we're all big boys and girls, right? We had a briefing with Republicans and Democrats at the Rock at our intelligence center in New Jersey. And had they just said to us, hey, it's top secret, we can't say anything else, ourselves and the general public would have totally been fine with that. But instead, what they said was how little they actually knew and how if it was us, that they would already know about it. So essentially, in a lot of ways, they're confirming that it could very likely.
Well, I mean, to be honest, how many times can the government and military actually say it's a weather balloon? They've been trying that bullshit since 1953, at the earliest. Might even go farther back than that. Honestly, I'm really surprised our government ain't saying, y'all high as hell, get off the crack, y'all seeing weather balloons. I'm really surprised our government ain't sticking with that. I mean, let's think about it. If there were really aliens out there, one, why are their lights on? Two, why the fuck are they in New Jersey? That's what's stupid. There ain't nothing in New Jersey. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. Yeah, you got an air base. Jerk, jerk, squirt, squirt. Who cares? There's nothing in New Jersey. The people that live in New Jersey know there ain't nothing in there. See, all this is odd.
Be a foreign adversary testing our defenses and surveilling our critical sites.
If they did, they already know they can nuke the hell out of us.
That makes a difference, but we've been covering these UFO sightings and some of the Pentagon briefings for the last year, and it still hasn't led to a whole lot of answers and even a bigger mystery. What's the next step here to put the pressure on to finally get some answers?
Well, I don't know, honey, but the next step for you ought to be get rid of them wire clothes hangers hanging out of your ear and get rid of that goddamn car windshield in front of your eyeballs. My God, I'm so sick of seeing these women with really big ass windshield glasses. You don't need that. You're going to start, some of you women out there with your glasses on, you really look like Bubbles off the Trailer Park Boys. Ugh, God. How can you be a half-assed good-looking woman and have clothes hangers hanging out of your ear and a goddamn car windshield in front of your eyeballs? Man, y'all got to get a better style and get a little more classy. That's your problem. Yuck.
Or to shut the door that there's not a threat.
Freaking aliens really think.
Well, we sent a letter to DHS and to the White House asking them to send more assets to put more people on the ground.
Okay, that's a drone. You can buy that drone right there on Temu.
I can tell you that
you can tell by here. I'll pause it real quick.
They sent up.
You see this part right here? That's a Temu drone. You can even buy this lighting kit for these drones, and this is like a reversed wing drone. Basically an aircraft. And like some of these drones, little drones you guys hear that are like, sounds like a jet going by, keep in mind there are such thing as remote controlled jet aircraft. They're not drones, but they are jets. You know, we have a mini, well, it's not a mini, pretty big size Airwolf helicopter. You got to remember, there's more to drones, you know. There ain't just drones out there flying around. You also got helicopters, RC helicopters, and you have actual jets, miniature jets out there too. And it's just a shame people can't tell the difference between a damn toy and a real alien. Real aliens are pretty obvious. The only time they're showing light is when, it seems like when they're abducting cows and abducting people. It's the only time you see a light. Go back through the history of UFOs. When have you ever seen some of these saucers, whatever you want to call their vehicles, when have you ever seen them with lights on in the past? You haven't. When have you ever heard of them having lights on? Only when people say they got abducted did they get picked up and pulled up by a light. Everything else, it's not alien. And all these theories going around, you need to shut the fuck up, YouTubers. Fucking for real. You're, again, disgraceful ass people. Trying to get the views and the hits, but when it comes down to it, when you're blowing smoke up people's ass, your subscriber count's going to go down. And the sad thing is people like me who actually look for the evidence, nobody ever looks at our shit. You all that are watching YouTube, you'll go over because the story's better over there instead of finding the truth. And maybe that's just the way our world is today. And it's freaking sad. Sad as hell.
Aircraft. They sat on top of one of these drones. They confirmed it was 6 feet at a minimum in length, and that it turned its lights off when they were hovering on top of it.
Okay, there you go. That is a remote-controlled jet plane. Some of them can be 6 feet long. Some of them can be a half an inch long. This one right here, the ones, I mean, when these are up in the air, they're all going to look like a miniature car up there, especially if you saw the size of some of these RC jets and RC planes, or remote-controlled planes or jets. Some of these are huge as hell. It doesn't take but about 3 seconds to pull up YouTube and look at remote-controlled planes, cars, trucks, and all that. It only takes a couple of seconds to convince you what these are. Like this right here, remote-controlled a remote-controlled jet. It's a reverse wing. You can get it on Temu. You honestly can. I even thought about buying one of these. But it was kind of ugly, and with me not really liking Star Wars. Old Star Wars cool. New Star Wars just fucking retarded. This reminds me of New Star Wars. That's what made me look on Temu, and I have found that numerous times. Don't believe me? Go check out Temu yourself, and you'll find that same exact one that we're looking at right now. Bet that.
Was confirmed in a briefing where federal DHS was there and was nodding their heads and confirming all of this. So the federal government needs to get on the same page. They need to tell us, hey, look, we just genuinely don't know what it is. We need more funding. Our technology isn't there just yet. In fact,
now, I'm not buying that. Because when we got all them Nazis from Germany in World War II, I believe we already had that technology and knowledge already. For everybody thinking this is Chinese or Iranian stuff, it's not. All these drones is ours. Now, they probably was made in China because what isn't anymore? But most of these drones that you're seeing right now, they're not alien craft. They're heavily modified drones. Just like most of us would do with our electric skateboards, we would mod them so they go faster, more stable. You got an RC car? You know, we're going to replace the battery packs, the speed controller, the motors, so that instead of it doing 60 miles an hour, it does 120 miles an hour. And I don't know. This alien stuff's getting old. If there really was aliens, they'd done showed their face. They've had enough time to do it. At this point, it's just ridiculous. The government ain't looking for nothing. They're trying to spook people. Because it's so easy to do, because there's a lot of fucking dumb people in the world. And this alien drone shit proves it. Proves it every day in every way.
And I'll even go further. DHS sent us a piece of equipment that was supposed to be able to detect the frequencies of all drones and possibly bring it down. They had to send it back to D.C.
Well, that would be good for you. But, you know, if you're anything like me and you got a drone, it's small enough. And even an EMP ain't going to drop it because it's already been protected. And as far as finding a signal, you're not going to find it on some of ours because some of us have remotes that can change signal on the fly. And if you're flying a drone right now and you don't know what I'm talking about, look into it. It's like incognito mode on your browser, only it works unlike your browser on your computer or your phone.
To add some more additional radar components, and we're just getting it back in New Jersey now. They're making up a lot of this on the fly, and I think it shows.
Those observances from the...
And they are. And also, you got to remember, too, radar is only effective once you get up a certain amount of feet. 10,000 feet, 5,000 feet. There's a lot of reason why... combat pilots, they'll fly low into canyons. You know why that is? Because radar can't detect them. Helicopter pilots will fly right above the tree line, almost taking out their skid plates or their little feet on their helicopter. They'll just buzz the trees. They did it a lot in Vietnam and Korea. Why did they do that? So that no radar could detect them. And yeah, I know you're probably thinking, yeah, but that was radar, agent. You know, clear back in the 60s and 70s and the 80s. Our radar isn't much better now. Even our satellites take a minute to try to find something. But the problem is these drones don't stay up in the air long enough for the satellite to actually zoom in and grab something. And if these drones were so much of a threat, our Air Force would be all over them. We would send out our military drones to take these damn things out, but we're not, which is weird. But then again, there isn't no laws about, you know, what you can do and what you can't do with your drone. But I bet after we find out all these drone stuff is a hoax, it's going to be hard as hell, I guarantee, to even fly a drone, even a toy drone. They're going to ban these drones, and it's going to be one less thing that we have as a freedom to fly something. It's just stupid. So whoever's doing these hoaxes, I want to say, good fucking job. One more freedom we ain't going to have, you fucking stooges. Dipshits.
The state police in the sky. Anything identifiable on this drone? Anything that made it stand out other than the 6 feet?
Well, they changed the RGB color on that one.
Here, and why the general public doesn't have a smoking gun, if you will, is because they're low altitude, but they're still high enough, as we all know, trying to take a picture of your significant other at night.
On their potato phones.
Everything blurs. Now imagine that it's up 5,000 feet in the air with lights. It just gets blurry, and obviously there are a lot of misreports when you have tip lines and everything like that. People are sending in a lot of reports that just happen to be commercial aviation, but we have confirmed
people are stupid.
Numerous sightings of this, and the federal government knows it. That's why they're sending us
satellite
assets,
again,
and that's why the federal facilities have confirmed these sightings.
I wonder, with all of the attention on this right now, are we seeing fewer of these at night in recent days, or has the consistency remained?
Good question.
So we were told starting on November 18th, which is scary because that was almost a month ago, that there have been confirmed sightings every single night since then. Now, sometimes the skies are a little bit cloudier. It's probably more difficult to see them. But I can use last night as an example. I was going to do a news hit last night, leaving my hometown of Point Pleasant Beach, and there were 7 right over the Manasquan Inlet, over Lake of the Lilies in Point Pleasant Beach. And I got multiple reports from other people who saw them come in, saw them hovering. They don't operate like...
That's because they know you're a reporter or you're getting ready to go up on the news. So yeah, they're going to try to get their credit. Hey, man, you went on the news, and I saw you on the news, and you told everybody exactly what I said. Now pay me. You know, it's human beings. You never know a truth from what's real. Not in today's world, not today's society anyway.
Aircraft can't go left and right and up and down the way that these things can.
Yeah, they're hovering like drones. The question is...
Okay, first off, this guy's all acting like these drones are going up and then straight down. No, they're drones. They're going up, stop, down, stop, left, stop, right, stop, back to center. Drones don't fly like that. An actual alien craft can go forward and then poof, go straight up and it's gone out of the atmosphere away from the planet. People just got to stop making crap up. You want to know the truth. You don't want to hear somebody's horse shit. Huh, YouTubers?
Who's managing them? Where are they coming from? And why are they doing it? Paul, can you...
Well, I can tell you right now, they're not coming out of the ocean. I don't know if y'all saw that any of them videos of them 50 drones coming out. They were regular fucking like D-class drones. I don't even know how they came up out of the water. I'd like to know who IPS their drones showing that camera shot, because I would love to take any of my drones, put them in the water, and then start them up and fly them out of the water. Whoever did that, I need you to come waterproof my drones too.
Mitra, thank you, Assemblyman from New Jersey's 10th. We'll stay on this, as I know you will. Thank you.
Yeah, because why not? What else you got to do, honey, for real? Uh-oh, January 6th riots. Okay, I don't know. You know, guys, I'm not buying into this whatsoever. Not one bit. I'm just not. Just not at all. I don't know what you guys think, but I can show you right here. My God, I got some things to go through. But I will post probably another video here in a little bit tonight. So it's only like 9:30 right now, so I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I just saw this one news report and it kind of irritated me because, you know, I'm kind of tired of talking about the alien stuff. I really am. But I'll make a couple more videos debunking this crap. Because, my God, all this crap is just getting out of hand. You fucking YouTubers, just stop. Go back to making the content that you was. Because you're not very good at trying to find the truth about if there is aliens flying around or if they're fucking drones. Y'all gonna look awful stupid here in a couple of months when you lose subscribers because you're known to be full of shit. I'm Agent WD-40 and I'm out this BI.